सोनामुखी, हरड़, मुलेठी जैसी अनेक जड़ी बूटियां और हजारों वर्षों का प्राचीन आयुर्वेदिक ज्ञान इस एक बोतल में समाया हुआ है। कायम टैबलेट, आपकी खुशियों का साथी।
Who will India choose? Donald Trump or Vladimir Putin? Because right now, India is walking a tightrope, and Vladimir Putin's high-stakes India visit is putting that balancing act under global pressure. For decades, India has mastered the art of strategic autonomy, staying close to multiple power centers without becoming dependent on any one of them. That autonomy is being tested now. On one side, Donald Trump, who has returned to the White House with an aggressively transactional foreign policy, doubling tariffs on India to 50%, warning India against buying Russian oil and pushing India to purchase more and more American weapons. On the other side, Vladimir Putin, landing in India not just for trade talks, but to prove to the world that Russia still has powerful friends outside the West and that India remains its most important partner in Asia. So the question is, can India keep both Washington and Moscow on its side, or will it be forced to choose one? Let's begin with why Putin's visit matters so much to Russia first. With Western sanctions strangling Russia's economy, Putin is using this India trip to send a powerful message. Russia is not isolated. Russia has options. Russia has markets. Russia has friends. India has been one of those crucial markets, especially for discounted Russian oil, which has helped keep inflation under control and ensured energy security during turbulent global crises. So for Putin, this is not just diplomacy, it is survival, it is global signaling. For India, however, the picture is far more complicated. India's decades-old defense relationship with Russia is still deeply embedded. A major share of India's military hardware originates from Moscow. And the energy trade, cheap Russian oil, has been economically irresistible for India as well. But Donald Trump, has changed the entire equation. The US president has doubled tariffs on Indian goods to 50% as punishment for buying Russian oil, pressured India to scale down energy ties with Moscow, demanded that India buy more and more American weapons instead of Russian systems. Despite Donald Trump's pressure, India has refused to abandon Russia. And there are clear reasons for that. Legacy defense ties that cannot be replaced overnight, energy affordability at a time of a global volatility, geopolitical signaling that India will not be pressured into choosing sides. For India, this visit is an opportunity to showcase core foreign policy doctrine. India will not be a camp follower. India will chart its own path. Putin's India trip is also coming after his meeting with US envoy Steve Witkoff and Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner, who are pushing hard for a new Ukraine peace plan. But for India, the Ukraine war has been a diplomatic minefield since it began. New Delhi has called for a halt to fighting, avoided taking sides, but refused to damage its relationship with Moscow. So where does all of this leave India now? Putin wants India firmly in his corner. Trump wants India firmly in his. And both are using pressure, incentives, and strategic timing to pull India their way. But India's answer so far has been clear. We choose neither. We only choose ourselves.